The goal is to win the Super Bowl this year. And whoever gives them the best chance is who's playing. And I think it's pretty obvious that Lance does not give them the best chance to win a Super Bowl. And I do believe there's something to this. I think that last year, I do think the 49ers might have been okay. Now, hear me out here. I think last year the 49ers might have been okay with struggling a little, with maybe even taking a step back with Trey Lance as their quarterback for the entire season. That went awry because Trey Lance got hurt. Well, now they got to win. Now they got to the NFC title game again. They realized that this roster's good enough, at least outside the quarterback. So I don't see Trey Lance playing. Trey Lance isn't going to get a chance. That's what Biederman's saying. Trey Lance has to earn the position. If he doesn't, he ain't playing. If he's not the best quarterback on the roster, he's not playing. Biederman essentially said the fact that trade is ancient history, he's just a quarterback on the roster right now.
Okay, I'm not mad at how you feel. You explain yourself thoroughly, but I will tell you this. It's about who's the healthiest quarterback, because I don't think right now anybody would be smart to say one of the quarterbacks might not go down. It just happens. It keeps happening. And who the hell saw Brock Purdy getting his opportunity? He wasn't going to get one from a football standpoint, but injuries got him there in the saddle. So when you say Trey doesn't have a chance or he won't get his shot, Steiny, I feel like, we don't know what the ill effects of the elbow, if any. I just feel like from what we've seen from 49er football over the years, the quarterback's going to get hurt.
Well, that's fair.
It could be Darnold, it could be Lance, but like I answered your question, who would bet the over on one quarterback starting 15 or 14 games?
No, and I didn't, I was only considering talent or beating somebody out, but you're absolutely right.
But as far as the trade, you said something that kind of tickled me. You think it's stale now about, he's got to play now because we did this. We're getting further and further away from that.
Well, I don't believe.
He did say he had a higher ceiling. He felt like Trey did. So if the coaches feel that way, don't you find a way to not fadangle to make this a competition?
You can't make it a competition if it's not.
Well, you don't believe Brock's
prop the kid up?
Yeah, but you don't believe Brock's that better. I mean, he's coming
Brock's better than Trey Lance.
You might be right, but he's not that better to where
he's the number one
Joe
quarterback.
Montana, go out there. I see it. I'm not buying that.
What aren't you buying?
That he's the number one quarterback.
Who?
Brock Purdy.
Why
Until
not?
we get full clearance on that elbow and he can take hits, I still think.
Well, he's the number one. When everybody's healthy,
Trey
he's the
don't
number
want
one
him
quarterback.
to be hurt, but I think Trey, you got action.
No, but he's the number one quarterback if everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know it's early, but they have not come out and said he's our starter. It's way early for that. So, if I'm Trey Lance, so you're saying there's a chance, I'm not giving up until the end. And if somehow Brock Purdy is not going to be in preseason week 1 or 2, I mean, I know it's preseason, Steiny, go kill it, go get him. It's the same for Sam Darnold, but still, I don't think it's as over like you think it is.
Yeah, I think it's kind of over. It's just there's just too much out there. This guy
he came out of nowhere and shocked the world, man.
Who?
Purdy. In the game he lost, he was hurt.
Let me ask 49er fans this. I got James Wiseman vibes. It's now we're in year 3. I've got James Wiseman vibes.
But you still don't know if that was the right choice.
It wasn't. No,
okay.
I'm saying it wasn't the right choice.
Oh, the pick itself.
There's too much. There's too much smoke to me right now with Trey Lance. I'm not calling him a bust, but I don't think he's going to be the quarterback of the 49ers.
You ain't by yourself. I don't feel that way, but there are red flags, Donnie. And I'm going to say this. The day Bonte and Shasky went out a few years ago to that Saturday practice, the video went viral. They weren't the only two raving about Trey Lance. I'm really starting to think in my corner, if that kid had been further just naturally along, he could have took that job from Jimmy G.
No.
I do believe that.
No.
If they felt like the chess, the head, the mind game, the mental was where it was supposed to be, I think he could have took that job.
No.
So we didn't give him a demerit when he didn't take the job. We just went with conventional wisdom. Rookies never start. Oh, Jimmy's got it. But Jimmy wasn't exactly Y.A. Tittle at that time. Shout out Rick. But you know where I'm going.
Trey Lance was not going to beat out Jimmy Garoppolo after not playing at North Dakota State. Come on, Goo. Please.
Think about it.
I will. And I know that Jimmy Garoppolo sat in back of Tom Brady for 2 years. What was Trey Lance doing? The Warriors.
What
and
did he
the
do in the
49ers,
workout to get drafted then? And I
don't
hate
know.
going down here.
Well,
Only Kyle can answer
I know,
that.
but
was
no
he
shade.
there?
No shade.
Do we know he really was there?
No shade at Kyle, though, right?
That, dude,
No shade at- no
retired
shade
that
at
line.
Kyle.
You keep using that. No, it's total. It's Sinead. Hey, no umbrella. It's all shade. What did you see? But you see, you got selective hearing. Biederman did say, I think Trey has the highest ceiling.
Of course he does. He's a better athlete than Purdy. That's all that means. He's a
But
better
is he a better
athlete.
quarterback?
No, he's not even close. Sorry, not even close. It's a shame. It's a shame, but no more scholarship for Trey Lance.
You just watch.
He got the job handed to him.
I see a
last
bet
year.
in there somewhere as we get closer to week 1 or the preseason.
What's the bet?
Well, the one that nobody will take, the 15, one quarterback will start 15. I mean, you could do that for any team, and that'd be a bad bet.
What do you think the odds are that all 3 quarterbacks start a game next season?
Oh, my goodness.
I would bet on that.
Oh, my.
I would absolutely bet on that.
But that's not what you want, Evan and Steiny.
Well, I don't care.
That means, but that's not idea.
Actually, you know what? I would like that.
Kyle's brilliant.
I would like that.
Oh, then all hell would break loose.
What does that mean? What
All
if you're
depending on-
14-3?
Well, who did? They played the sorry
Brock Purdy,
team.
Brock Purdy starts the season. He goes 5-1, gets hurt. Darnold comes in, goes 3-1, gets hurt, and
We
then
got
Trey
7
Lance
more
comes
days
in
left.
and goes 6-1, and they're 14-3, and now they're all healthy for the first week of the playoffs. What do? That's the kind of chaos
boy.
I'll sign up for.
Oh,
and you know who
brother.
else would sign up for that? 49er fans. Because if you go 14-3, who gives a rat's behind who's quarterbacking?
I mean, let's be honest, though. Put the rat on the table. Sponsored by Atco Pest Control. Go to atcopestcontrol.com for all your pest control needs. Are Niner fans tired of the quarterback controversy? Alex Smith cap. Jimmy Trey. I think they're tired, Sonny. They want that one.
Okay, who is it?
It could be Brock.
No,
If
you know
if-
who it could be?
Darnold.
Kirk Cousins is who it could be.
Then that means this year didn't go well.
That is true. I would sign on to that.